I have to start by saying it's not an easy story that uh, comes easy for me because it's still painful. And I'm relaying the story because while it might be problematic for me, it highlights what really is the magic and the soft power of what Rotary is and does. And so for that reason, I'm willing to share it. If you like, I'll go on with my narration. My wife and I retired, and it was time to find a new place to live, and we wanted sunshine, so we moved to the Vegas Valley. Specifically, we moved to Henderson, Nevada, and we did not know anybody, and neither one of us had any experience there at all. We had lots of corporate moves, but this one was on our own, and we had to find our way around, and I thought the best way to do it would be to join a service club. First one that came to mind for no reason was Rotary. Henderson had a small Rotary club, and I decided to go for very selfish reasons. I wanted the Rotarians to tell me about my new community, and I would have liked to have made some new friends. That's it. I had no other agenda. So I started going, started liking the people. I was a perfect table Rotarian, sitting there eating my lunch, doing nothing. I did ring a bell, and we went and painted or refurbished a library in Mexico, and that was fun, but that's about all it was. So that went on for a few months, and then my world started to implode because Karen started getting sick, and she got sicker and sicker. And there came a point where there was no way I was going to do anything with Rotary whatsoever, just no time. I explained to them that I couldn't continue, and they were nice. They were very nice. They understood, and it took some time. It was a horrible death, and the last few days it was just shocking because it became apparent that she needed a special kind of hospice treatment, and in her case it was inpatient hospital where you go to a facility because they couldn't get the pain under control. And there wasn't any. Vegas has, in the previous 16 years, their population had tripled, and they had not built a hospice bed in all of that period of time. And it didn't matter how much money you had or how serious the situation was. They didn't have a bed. If you wanted to do this, you had to go out of state or be lucky and have somebody die so you could take their bed. That's the situation it was. Anyway, when it was over, I didn't have very many friends in Henderson. I didn't know very many people. I didn't know the community. The house was empty. Kids were living in different places. And I had nothing to do, so I went back to the Rotary Club. May as well eat lunch with those guys. And I'm sure I was a little crazy, and I know I was doing a lot of bitching because I was angry about that. The fact is at the very end we did get her into a bed, but so I guess there's that. But I was saying, what kind of community is this? We can't accommodate the population that we've got with this kind of treatment. They listened, they were sympathetic, and next week or so, they invited me specially to the Rotary Club, and they arranged an interview with me and the district governor, Rotary district governor. I didn't even know they had Rotary district governors. But nonetheless, I went in and I explained to her what happened, and she listened, and she asked me if I'd be willing to give my story elsewhere. And all of a sudden, through Rotary, don't know who, don't know how, I spoke to every Rotary club in the Vegas Valley. And then again, somehow Rotarians got me speaking before the Henderson City Council, Las Vegas City Council, the county commissioners, various chambers of commerce. They even had me go up to Carson City to speak to the entire Ways and Means Committee to explain what the problem was, which I did. That was pretty intimidating. And then they had me meet with the entire Nevada federal delegation, the congressmen and the senators. So I did all of that, and I explained the problem and explained that what happened to me could have happened to anybody. And so a committee was formed. That little Rotary Club, I recall them giving me $300. There was a little Rotary Club. And that was about the extent of their financial contributions. And without belaboring it, I'm still not sure how it all happened, except for Rotary was involved every step of the way. Some Rotarians were talking to other Rotarians, making sure the proper connections were made. If you happen to be driving from Boulder Dam to Las Vegas, you can't get lost, there's only one road. You'll be going into Henderson. Take a look to your left. You'll see a road, it's called Compassionate Way, and there you'll find a $12 million hospice adult daycare center. And what you won't find is any mention of Rotary. They didn't care. They weren't looking for gratitude. They weren't looking for recognition. As an incoming district governor, I don't know that I would agree with that now, but I was so grateful to what that Rotary Club did. And the fact that one good thing came out of that horrible experience. I cannot thank Rotary enough. That's my story.